The Meep still has a misfire, and I've done just about everything to check it, and the only thing it could be is something with the injector. So in a compression test, came back good. I've done the spark plugs to make sure that it has spark. That's good. Like the wiring harness, it's not the greatest looking, but it does have power. And I also did the ear test with a screwdriver on each injector. They all click, which is weird because this back one still misfires no matter what. What I'm going to do right now, since the wiring isn't the issue because the test light came back good, is I'm going to swap injectors. Hopefully it's not too hard and I don't screw up any O-rings, but we're gonna try to swap these two injectors around and see what happens. Should just be a bolt there and a bolt there that look like a 10 mil, and then hopefully wiggle it out, swap them around, and then see if the misfire goes to a different cylinder. That's the only other thing I can think of. My biggest thought is it's probably just the clogged injector because this thing sat for a few years, so maybe it's just bad gas and it's jammed up. That's the only thing I could think of. Okay, so I went ahead and swapped these two injectors out. And it is the same issue where I pull that one and it stops running, and I pull this one and it keeps running. And while the injector was out, I went ahead and took it to the battery, and it does in fact click. So that's weird. Okay, so I went ahead and flipped them again, and it turns out whenever I pull this one out, it continues to run. So I must have just put them in backwards, or I put them in the same way. So that's really reassuring, which means it's the injector itself, which means it just needs a new set of injectors. So that's the next thing to order, and then it shouldn't have a misfire anymore. The only thing left to do tonight is I'm going to take it to the gas station to top it off on gas and put some of this Marvel Mystery because it's also a fuel cleaner. So that's just right down the road, so I do want to do that. But I need to do the alignment because the steering wheel's not straight when I drive, so that'll take 2 seconds. Also, once it cools down, this right here leaks. You can see it kind of bubbling out. So I need to go ahead and put some Teflon around that to seal it back up. And then before I do all that, since it's dark, I'm going to reset the timing the same as my Miata, and then I'll go get gas, but it seems like it's the injectors.